Okay, let's see if that helps a little bit more. And we just lost the connection to the server. Fun. Obviously we are in beta 2 of Elite Dangerous. We're attempting to get it to play nice. It's being hammered fairly hard at the moment. It was only released a couple of hours ago. Of Elite Dangerous. We're attempting to get it to play nice. And yeah, like most original beta, first release betas, there's typically problems. You'll have to forgive me if I sound sore or like I am hurting. We're going to try and get into solo play. Now, Beta 2 is meant to be a substantial step up on Beta 1. Not in terms of graphics and the like per se. I mean, let's face it, Elite Dangerous's graphics have been awesome from day one. But in terms of new features and stuff like that, so I'm noticing that even just graphical, there's some really nice changes. Some of these screens just seem a little bit more vibrant, stuff like that. Biggest change for anybody who's watched any of my streams to date is when I look over here, you will notice that this is very different. That is a very different too. We can see that I have the rank of harmless. My bank balance has been reset. So nice of them to warn us that they were going to do that, but my kills haven't. Not that it bothers me, I don't mind starting from scratch at the start of a new beta. I just prefer to know about it. The menus are looking a lot nicer here. The real big one is over here. Before, we've always had the galaxy map, so we've always had this map. Presuming it actually wants to load in properly, which apparently it hasn't. Welcome to beta. You know. This could be a problem in the long run if the map isn't able to be fixed. Well, but we've always had the galaxy map, and apparently now we have the system map, and this is the first time for even me looking at it. So this is the system map. It's meant to give you an overview of what's going on in the system. So in the case of this one, we've got the Aaron system, Aaron 1A, which has an orbital, agricultural, gives us the ins, the outs, the prohibited. We can see that Aaron 4 has a survey station and the like. So we have a little bit more in the way of info. What gets me though is it appears in doing so they've actually managed to somehow break something that's been working fine to date, which is the universe map. So what we're going to do here, we should be able to options, controls. That should let us move the camera on that galaxy map. Maybe that they've decided to change it so that, and no, apparently that doesn't work either. Oh well, report that one as a bug. They'll have it fixed fairly quickly, they normally do. But obviously, yeah, we've got some new stuff in here. We have our ranks now. For those who know Elite, your rank is your Pilot Federation rank. It starts off as harmless, mostly harmless, etc, 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 all the way up to Elite. We have some major changes here. Oh, well, we have some big changes actually. We have Golden there. We can now actually get the news in-game. We can refuel, we can repair, we can reload. We can have a look at our contacts. Overall, the interface is looking a little bit more polished now. And actually the big one I notice here is we can now change a lot more on the ships. Things like frame drives and the like, you know, you can strip out your ship if you want. You can put better fuel capacity in. So there's some real nice stuff that can be done. Here, presuming you can find a station that sells what you're after. It's probably my only real complaint about this system at all at the moment is that you can't easily see what's being sold. The fact that we actually have the stats now here is very useful. I can at least see how far I can jump now. So okay, we're going to see. He's got, so this is just so we can get some cash real fast. I know where we're going to go for this, Acilius Primus. It'd be a lot easier if the map was working, of course, but oh well. One lot of silver to Acilius Primus is easy enough. Somebody wants somebody killed in Ibutus, but we're not going to do that. Got to go through Ibutus from memory on the way to where we're going. So I'll pick that one up as well. So if we have a look, we've got 2 missions here. We should be able to get them both done fairly easy. We need to make the run for Acilius Prime first. Seems it's the one with the least amount of time on it, and then we'll make a run for the research station. And okay, I'm not where I thought I was. Nice. God. Oh, come on, just register already. Thank you.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So, okay, this is all new. I've never seen this before. This is a little outpost research station. Let's do some translating here. We need the landing gear up.
Drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
You guys can't actually see the overlays for some reason. I'm getting 60 frames per second locked here. And yeah, okay, they've done some changes to stuff here. Some big changes to stuff. I believe we needed to go to Beagle's Landing, so and see the problems we've got with what's going on with the star map is causing issues with the background draw. As can be seen there, that because it uses the star map and everything to draw the background. So I'll definitely be bug reporting that, just in case. We'll screenshot it. Of course, so basically we're going to be fueling up, jumping in here, landing, fueling up, leaving again. Damn it, we just got interdicted.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea
Engage.
what dropped us out, but we're on a time schedule. They can go away. likely whoever that was. Thank you.
Request granted. Warning, landing gear not deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
We want water mod. We're going to Arbutus next. Seems to be a lot of data going to Arbutus. We'll take the mission. We've got to go there anyway. Really wish that wasn't messing up like it is. Because I'd really like to see how much space we've got to play around with now. So, okay, we're going to obviously head back to Aaron and then out to where we need to deliver this stuff to.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Drive charging.
Oh, you. Let's see how much we just lost in game time and play. Like I said, this is the first day of this beta being active. It's going to be a little funky. There's not a lot that can be said or done about it. Okay. So basically it's got us just before we jumped, which was good.
Drive charging.
Of course, it would be more honestly helpful at the moment if the map was rendering properly.
Ready to engage. 2, 1, engage. Drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, so we need to go. We've got a little bit of a distance to go. east.
Detecting hostile scan. Drive charging.
Yeah, no
Drive charging.
God, the system scans can be cutting my time here because it's going to take us a little bit to get out there. Then we've basically got to get back to Chango. May actually work out
3,
faster to
2,
jump.
1. Engage.
To jump out, come back in to get to the main dock.
Shields offline.
Okay, I think it's time to cut and run here.
Drive charging.
time limit. 2, I am not feeling the greatest. 3, this
4,
that's an
3,
eagle.
2, 1. Engage.
Couple other things that have changed in this version compared to the last. You will now you can now select the sex of your pilot, so you can actually fly as a female if you're female and you want to fly as a female. Apparently there's a fair bit of fighting going on out here. Possibly I think the research stuff is in. Not the research, the mining stuff. Exploration obviously is in, as evidenced by the fact that there's now the new scanner. The other thing is, obviously I can now see other stuff in Super Cruising around the system. Presumably, once they get the map fixed, that'll be easy to use. I mean, that could just be a bug on my system. You never know.
Request granted.
So we want pad 3. We need to find pad 3. Which is apparently up the top there.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
let's give these guys the data. Get some fuel and some repairs. Okay, we can't repair here by the looks of it. We can do it in here. See if these guys have anything that needs to go. And so, first time I've seen this, you can actually buy data on the various systems. Guess this guy sells weapons. So obviously, you know, you could actually sacrifice your cargo space if you wanted to. If you've got a paint job, you can grab a bit and put it in on your paint job. I actually don't want any of that at the moment. We need to go get this other data container delivered.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So that's, but okay, I get what that is. That's how you scan,
Drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
and there's some people who have been asking, you know, well, what's the deal with the travel in Elite? I mean, the original Elite was kind of like this, you just jump from place to place. But, anybody who played Frontier or First Contact, would remember that you had time acceleration. Everything, you know, it would take me 16 hours of game time to travel from where I just was. Actually, it would have taken about 4 days to Chango Dock. The law side of it is that they've managed to build a new drive system, which is the slip drive that we're using here, the frameshift drive. And what it's done, it's allowed superliminal travel within systems within limits. So basically, it's a little like having warp drive with in some respects, and because of that, the Elite universe is undergoing, you might as well say, a boom of expansion and exploration. Even within existing systems that already had or believed that they'd explored everything worth exploring, because places out on the fringe of those systems that would have taken days or weeks to get to, you can now be gotten to in half an hour or less. So, both in terms of gameplay, which one, you know, it means that we can actually travel these distances in a reasonable time without having to fall asleep or leave our computers running and coming back next week, especially in a multiplayer environment. But also in terms of the lore, travel's happening faster, and just in as we see in the real world, they're mimicking the changes that happen to society, countries, and the like when travel becomes quicker, easier, more rapid. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a rapid, well, at least rapid in terms of law-wise. You're talking weeks, months, year, but in terms of actual gameplay. But things like the Federation expanding, the Empire expanding, the independent worlds expanding, and the like. And I mean, Frontier themselves already hinted that stuff like this will happen with things like the Gold Rush, and the like. There's nothing stopping players going out and finding a lucrative little mining spot full of gold, mining the heck out of it. Once they're done, presuming they can keep it a secret, that somebody doesn't notice that, hey, hang on a second, this guy keeps coming back and he's making a lot of money. Maybe we should have somebody tail him. But the thing is that, as I was saying, in the real world, as anybody in America will know that the railroad made America. In Elite Dangerous, I think we'll see that the frame shift drive makes or breaks empires and nations, simply because we're going to go shooting past Chango Dock here. Got interdicted. Got 14 minutes to get to Chango Dock. Oh, we can entertain somebody. Most likely this close to Chango, it's going to be a security vessel. Yep. And I mean, unless he was going to actually board us, he's got no idea what, We've got nothing to hide.
Drive charging.
But as I was saying, would not surprise me at all if we see that the frameshift drive makes or breaks entire systems, because we go from these systems that you might as well say were running on almost a Pony Express style shipping system to suddenly being able to get freight and stuff a lot faster. Add in that the fact that you've got the Pilots Federation and things like that, and it gets even more interesting because you've actually got players who can and will be influencing who and what happens. Now, if you're wondering why you're not seeing any other players, apart from the fact that I think Oh, we just had a crash. We will actually send that crash report. Hopefully it does not actually put us all the way back when we log back in a second, because we've got a mission that we've got to have completed in 14 minutes. It doesn't put us all the way back where we were, otherwise we are going to have to do something drastic to get back home. Well, to get the mission done in time. But I might actually leave the stream there for now. I will try, I'm presuming they'll probably push a patch fairly quickly, but I'll try and stream some more of Beta 2 as I can. As always, my name's Rob. Thanks for watching if you've watched. If you haven't, when you're watching this later, thanks for watching again. And I look forward to seeing you guys all later.